Howdy, we are presenting for the Nutrition 300 project. I'm Rachel.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Joseph.
And today we're going to be presenting about how to go about making a vegetarian energy bar for a Hindu astronaut.
All right, so the first thing we wanted to do was look at kind of the requirements needed for both Hindu and just basic vegetarianism. So we looked at all forms of vegetarianism, so no one would be left out from this amazing energy bar that we've created. So we wanted to look at food that we could take that would only, we wouldn't kill the plant when we took the fruit. So that's what we took. Goes with fruitarianism, where it's like they only consume plant food that can be harvested without killing the plant. We didn't have any type of stuff like wheat that's taken when it's taken, it kills the plant itself. Our bar would be able to be eaten by any form of vegetarian, whether they are lacto, ovo, pesco, any type of that. We wanted everyone to include because this thing is just so good that we wanted everyone to eat it. We wanted to include everyone.
And I just wanted to add, also to this, you don't have to be any type of vegetarian, to eat the bar. The other astronaut that may not be a vegetarian Hindu could eat it.
Exactly.
It's great for anyone, really gives them some energy to keep going through the long space day.
And then we had to research the different requirements for space food, or astronaut food, if you will. We kind of assumed that it needed to be dehydrated of some sort, but our research showed that freeze drying was the best method to preserve the food, and this was because it kept the nutritional value of the food much better than traditional dehydration. It does not have to be refrigerated out in space. I guess room temperature is acceptable, but it does have to have a very long shelf life. It has to be easy to prepare, easy to open. We don't want our astronauts fumbling to open up these packages while, functioning a multi-billion-dollar outer space spacecraft or something. So it needs to have little waste. You can't have a bunch of trash being created from this product. And lastly, you don't want a bunch of crumbs being made, because if you're eating a space bar and there's crumbs going all over the place, space ants and different kinds of things like that become a concern at that point. So no crumbs. It has to be a nice, clean, easy to eat, open.
That's right. So we're going to talk about what kind of ingredients we're putting into these space figmajigs. That's how they will be marketed. And it's pretty much just 4 simple ingredients, very easy to find, nice and organic ingredients, nice and fresh, non-GMO. We got raw almonds, pitted dates, dried figs, and alcohol-free, which is important for religious reasons and, etc. So it'll be alcohol-free vanilla extract. Oh yeah, so we're going to talk about how we're going to process these. So you get the raw almonds and you're going to put those into a food processor. And that's going to create like a flour-like base, a nice little consistency. And then after that all comes together, you're going to put in the pitted dates and the dried figs. And you're going to add this, mix those together until they kind of make like a clump-like consistency, and it's going to be nice and tight together. After that, you're just going to throw in the vanilla extract, just for flavor, benefits. And after that, you're just going to dump the food processor onto the pan, press it out like that, and you get to cut them up into the bars. And from there, it'll go into freeze drying and all that, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right, let's look at our ingredient list. All of these ingredients were chosen for a very specific reason. All of these things are pretty important to the integrity of the bar. So the first thing we'll look at is the raw almonds. We chose raw almonds because they give us a good source of plant-based protein, good fat, and fiber. They give a lot of energy. They're filled with carbohydrates and just the good stuff that you need to get yourself going to start the day. We use pitted dates because they provide some carbohydrates in sugar form. They're not very high in like all that nutritious sort of value, but what they're needed for is they're kind of sticky substance to keep the bar together, especially before you freeze dry it. We used dried figs because those are high in nutrition. They provide a lot of good carbohydrates, high amounts of sugars, dietary fiber, and they also provide a lot of protein. So those, again, help with more energy and they're really good for you. alcohol-free vanilla extract is important because that means it meets all the requirements for Hindus and everyone else that doesn't want alcohol, and just add some more flavor, a little bit better tasting with that vanilla extract.
Now we'll go into how we freeze dry our space figma-jigs. So the first thing you want to do is place these figma-jigs on a food plate or a tray of some sort. And then what you want to do next is take that and you want to put it in the freezer and freeze it until it's very solid. It's very important that it freezes absolutely solid. And then once that's done, then you're going to place the food in a vacuum chamber. You're going to slowly raise the temperature until the solid water turns to a gaseous state, which preserves the food much better than your traditional dehydration. And once all this is achieved, then you can place the food in an airtight container for storage, and from there it'll be preserved and have a shelf life for a very long time. That is pretty much the end of our video. We want to thank you for watching, and we will also want to end on the note that our fourth member of Group 62 did not show up or participate in any way. Thank you.